morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the morning sprint. It is Monday. We're starting our week off the right way. I pray that you guys have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I know we were busy with clearing the shelter with the big, huge adoption event happening at the Roanoke Valley SPCA. So if you guys came out and got you some cute little animals, we got a big shout out to give to people who actually made it a very successful event. But again, my name is Jaffney Gray. You already know right here on the morning sprint, we cover a lot of cool topics, whether it's happening here locally, keeping you guys in the know with the latest news, or it's talkers that are happening nationwide. And one of those talkers, I'm going to start the show off with this, and I want you guys to answer the question by the time we get to it later on in the sprint. But my question to you is, what would you do in this situation? That's right. Check it out. We got a FedEx driver who was dealing with a lot of backlash, but also a lot of praise as well. So apparently he's been called a hero after he killed a rattlesnake hanging around a family's front porch. Now, obviously, there are mixed reactions on this. So we are going to the comment section. I want to know, what would you do? Now, obviously, we took some screen grabs from the viral video that is going out right now, but I want to know what you guys would do for real. Again, some people are on par with him taking the snake out. Some people are just like, no, he shouldn't have killed the snake. We want to know what you would do. I'll let you know what I would do later on in the sprint. When we're talking about it, we get to Jazzy Jazz. She's going to get to your comments, so please leave them as soon as possible. But first and foremost, we got to get to some disappointing news for people out there with this local chain. Unfortunately, it is closing its doors. This is known for its southern food. Now a thing of the past. It's called Fats Cafe, which has a location in Dublin, has permanently closed all of its restaurants. They've been in business since 1998, serving 18 different communities in Virginia, Georgia, Tennessee, and the Carolinas. And the company's website is still up and running, though, but we've been working to find out why they're shutting down. I want to know y'all's thoughts, though. Like, was this a restaurant or anything, any kind of staple that you're familiar with? Let us know the kind of foods and what kind of memories that you will have knowing that they're shutting down. I hate to see that. I feel like it's something that's happening every single day, or more often than not, with us hearing about staples closing their doors due to the economy. So pray for the best for them. I hope the company, if they decide to get back on their feet, maybe they can. I don't know the exact circumstances for why they're shutting their doors, but hopefully later on we'll get an answer from them and give you guys the update, those of you who are interested in the Fats Cafe. Also, new this week, get this, LumiNights doing their thing. We got something cool coming your way. If I can get this video to work. I'm telling you guys, got a delay. There we go. Here we go. Kind of illuminating star on Mill Mountain is Roanoke will receive a temporary name change. For the third year in a row, the Kiwanis Club of Roanoke is temporarily renaming the iconic Star City Monument, this time around Bauer Heating and Air. They will get recognized. So for the last 3 years, the Kiwanis Club has held an auction to rename the star. Bauer Heating and Air had the winning bid this year at $7,000. And on Thursday, the winning company will receive a plaque. So congratulations to them. Temporarily having a name change on this iconic star. That's always good news to hear, especially dealing with the community and hearing how people are giving back. All right, so like I said, all month long, we've been doing the whole deal with the clearing the shelters, trying to give our animals, those who are strays, the kittens, the puppies, the dogs, get them forever homes, and we've been successful so far. This is our last week in doing this campaign, so we got to wrap it up. We're coming in with a successful week, getting these last few dogs that we're highlighting a forever home, and one of those dogs right now, this is Chi Chi. She's a female Belgian Shepherd Malinois mix at the Floyd County Humane Society. She's about 6 years old and has been there since January, searching for a new owner after her previous owner passed away, unfortunately. Described as playful, smart, very loyal. They're desperately wanting to find her a loving home to find relax in after losing her owner, and she's housed, trained, paid up to date on her shots, and her adoption fee has been sponsored. Now, something else we want you guys to keep in mind, again, we got to give a huge shout out to everybody who came out this past Saturday. Want to share some more good news with you. 20 pets were adopted Saturday during the Roanoke Valley SPCA's Clear the Shelters event, and Montgomery County held their own Clear the Shelters event, and 20 pets were adopted from them as well. Now, to learn more about Chi Chi and see others, how others were adoptable pets, you can visit our website at www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.www.w WSLS.com. Go to our Clear the Shelters page. A lot of cool stories right there. And again, a big success story right there. I do want to get to this too, because on Saturday, it was National Dog Day. So with that, I got to show you guys some of the videos or pictures that you guys sent in through our pins. Obviously, this is our pennant page on our website, but we have so many cute pictures that came in. Trisha Wright, thank you for sending us baby Lucy. Look at this one right here. This one is a really cute one. Came in styling and profiling. If you guys are looking at your screen, this is coming from Tina. Says that Otis is looking forward to cooler weather so he can wear his leather jacket. This is coming in from Salem. So again, thank you guys so much. If you did send in your puppy for National Dog Day through our pennant page, we love to see it. And again, obviously, I know you're asking for cooler weather, but we got some more action happening in our atmosphere right now. So with that, we got to get to meteorologist Chris Michaels giving you a reason to keep that weather app handy today.
Hey there, guys. Happy Monday to you. Working to update the app right now as we're tracking some rounds of rain this morning. Showers and storms to start out the week. We've got Tropical Storm Idalia that mostly misses us to the south, but still worth tracking. Then beyond that storm, humidity levels dropping later this week. We'll keep you posted on our free weather app and on 10 News. But in the meantime, have a great rest of your Monday. I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning on The Spring.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. And again, make sure you guys download that weather app, because you do need to have it handy in case you want to do something outside or not. I know today we got that little action taking place in our atmosphere. So again, something to be on the know about. All right, so moving on, we got to get some love to one Southwest Virginia family. Some bragging rights to have this fall. Get this, they like to farm, and because they do that, they got like this crazy deal where they grew some massive pumpkins in Tazewell County. And what makes it more amazing is the family is new to farming. So despite their success with these 8 great gourds, the family says that they're not giant pumpkin experts. This is actually their first time growing the pumpkins this size. And to get a giant pumpkins, they cut smaller ones off the vine so that they just one fruit gets all the nutrients, making it grow even bigger. The family's biggest pumpkin is named Godzilla. It's about 1,000 pounds, and it's still growing, putting on close to 40 pounds a day. That is crazy. Look at these big mama jamas. Look at them, just almost as big as the boy. So the Edwards family hopes to enter these pumpkins in multiple contests, including the Blue Ridge Giant Pumpkin Growers Association. We wish them the best of luck, because again, it almost looks kind of fake, like somebody put it together with clay and all this stuff. No, these are actual pumpkins that they've grown, and the fact that they're first-time growers with this, that is such a cool deal. You never know, once they get that expertise knowledge, I can only imagine how giant the pumpkins will be. So yeah, cool story right there. Shout out to that family growing their pumpkins and getting the bragging rights for this fall. And speaking of bragging rights, obviously, spooky season is on the horizon. I know a lot of our people love their Halloween get-ups, and more than anything, our national attractions. So this one right here, we're dealing with Dollywood's Great Pumpkin Luminites, once again nominated for a USA Today award. The seasonal attraction, which is part of the Harvest Festival, is the running for the best theme park Halloween event. It features thousands of jack-o'-lantern displays and activities for the whole family. Hallow Scream at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, and Halloween Hunt at King's Dominion were also nominated. Voting ends September 18th. So let's see how we can get our favorite spotlight. Again, man, I think this is super cool. I've never heard of this until today. And just to see the artwork done on these pumpkins, that is always a cool thing to watch. So hopefully we get them some more recognition going down. I would love to see it, in more than anything, so we can have our bragging rights happening right here on a local level. I don't understand what's happening with might have to get some technical issues figured out again, because for some reason my keyboard is stuck in. So if you guys see me still up on a video way longer than when it needs to be, it's not me. I swear I'm practicing on these keys, and I'm doing a good job in comparison to how I used to do in the past. Okay, so I do want to get to this, though. You will have all heard the song Men of Richmond, the breakout artist, Oliver Anthony. He's back in the headlines again, but this time he's responding to people who had something to say about his song being mentioned at the first GOP debate. So it says that Oliver Anthony had this to say because the Republican primary debate opened with a question about the viral hit song. So the Farmville singer Oliver Anthony responded with a message on YouTube. Check it out.
It was funny seeing it at the presidential debate because it's like I wrote that song about those people, you know. So for them to have to sit there and listen to that cracks me up. But it was funny kind of seeing the response to it. Like, that song has nothing to do with Joe Biden, you know? It's a lot bigger than Joe Biden.
Yeah, so you heard it from him. The viral song hailed as the working class anthem topped the Billboard 100 chart almost overnight. So again, a lot of people were, they love the song because it resonated with them. It makes you think of us as human beings. And I think his biggest message behind it is that he was far from political. I know a lot of people were trying to call him that, which was very, kind of disheartening because, again, it was almost one of those situations where immediately they were judging a book by its cover, listening to this man's song and automatically claiming him to be this, all these awful names, whether it was MAGA Republican or all these horrible things that he, had to just simply clarify, saying that I'm not a political individual whatsoever. I am a struggling working man just like you and me. So a lot of people, I guess, when they aired this song or they were mentioned it during the GOP debate, obviously they kicked it off saying, with the economy looking the way it was, with this song being created and it going so viral, why did it resonate with so many people? And obviously it gave everybody who was on the stage, Republicans, the chance to weigh in on why they think it was resonating with people. So that was him answering everybody's question with basically saying, look, I'm talking about everybody who was on the stage and off the stage. It's bigger than Joe Biden. It's bigger than Trump. It's bigger than period. I'm just putting it out there that this is a struggle no matter who's in office, no matter who's answering the question. So I thought that was very interesting that he came out and spoke. You can see him. He seems just like a very humbled individual that just is just like, I'm not in the drama. I'm just simply stating it like how our lives is at this time. So if you guys had something to say about that, his response, I know some people are a little, not happy that he came out with that response. And then some people are just like, yeah, see, he was talking about you guys too, type response. I don't know. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on that. But again, more power to him. Shout out to him and his success that he's getting with coming out with music that, again, a lot of people can relate to. I think that's what we should take it as, point blank, period. Nothing. Stop trying to make it a big, huge deal, with the political war that's happening right now. It can be taken as face value, and that is simply saying that, hey, we're just raising awareness to how we are dealing or doing with this economy, all that good stuff. So don't attack me. I'm just putting it out there like that. I would love to hear your thoughts on his response to that. And again, a lot of people are very much so happy that he did come out with that song because it does resonate with a lot of people. All right, so we got to get to this story real quick. This is our teaser story. Big, huge talker that has a lot of people, some people praising this FedEx driver's actions, and then some people are just like, not at all. So I'm going to read it to you guys so you can kind of get an understanding as far as what's happening. Okay, so let me get this going. If my keyboard will work. Hello, there we go. Okay, so FedEx delivery driver went above and beyond his duties when he protected a Nebraska family from a rattlesnake. Chrissy Jones has a Ring camera on her front porch, and on August 11, just minutes after her 12-year-old daughter walked out of the door, rattlesnake is seen arriving on the doorstep. Again, we have clips of this happening from the viral video, but the camera captures the 3-foot snake slithering into view and then curling in the corner. You see it right there. 2 minutes after the snake arrives, the FedEx delivery driver, Matt Govier, pulls into the driveway. Camera shows Govier places a package on the door, and then he curses as he notices the snake. Knowing a family lived inside the house, Govier decided to take action, and he found some tools in the yard he was able to grab quickly, and he killed the snake. And once the rattlesnake was taken care of, Govier even tried to clean up the mess and dispose of the body. And he says that I had some garbage bags in the truck, and I'll throw them in there, and then I'll decide what to do with him later, Govier said. Now, Govier sent a text message to Jones letting her know what happened, and the text said that, hey, I hope you didn't have a pet rattlesnake at your front door because I killed him. He said his name is Matt, and he said, I'm sorry about the blood. And then the actual family says that I'm so thankful that you didn't just leave it there. She says that the delivery driver is now being hailed as a hero, and the story quickly going viral online. Bogovier said that it wasn't a big deal, but Jones said this was by far some great customer service. Now, if you're looking at your screen right now, you see this is like not no baby snake right here. Hold on, I'm getting my mouse together really quick so you guys can see. Look at that. That is a scary sight to see as a delivery driver. Me personally, I would be too scared to step foot anywhere near it to try to do anything. So I probably would have just called somebody. But again, that's because I'm just a chicken. Either way, you guys had a lot to say about this on both sides of the argument. So let's get to the comment section. All right, so it's back on the story. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about how a FedEx driver over in Nebraska took it upon himself that when he was dropping a package off, he noticed that there was this huge rattlesnake. I know they say 3 foot, but that's huge to me. There's a little rattlesnake that was hanging around this family's front door, and he decided that he was going to take it out, kill it, so that it wouldn't cause any damage. And some people were on board with it, some people were not. So let's get into the first comment. This is coming from Rhonda. She says, humans are so ruthless. That was her view on it, obviously. She's not a fan of him killing a snake. The next comment comes in. This is from XS Pundit. He says that rattlesnakes usually avoid humans, but about 8,000 people are bitten by various venomous snakes in the United States each year, resulting in 10 to 15 deaths. So they dropped that fact on people, maybe on the side of the dude killing the snake because he's trying to make sure that that rare chance that the snake could have bitten somebody and killed them that day, it could have, ended all that. Of course, Grizzly comes in and says that no need to kill it at all. They didn't like the fact that the snake lost his life that day. Moving on to this particular comment, Jeffrey says that, whoa, that is a big one. That's the same thing I said when you saw the snake, his little head sticking up above the little step right there. Very scary to see. Robin comes in and says that the danger noodle had it coming, grew up in Utah, and all these are all over the place. Plenty out there to keep the population going. Critter like this crossed my line and become a danger to my kids. I'll smash that rope into its next life. Out in the desert or wilderness, I'll leave it, but this guy would get a bonus from me. So obviously he's saying his family comes first. He's going to take it out. He is brave enough to take it out. Lisa Taylor comes and says, now that's above and beyond. Guys should have gotten a serious bonus for that one. A lot of people agree with that because, again, you don't typically see FedEx drivers stepping out of line like that to save somebody else. Bruce Ireland, he's upset about it. He says this guy should lose his job. Killing any animal is unacceptable unless the food or fear of imminent threats. Unless there's food or fear of imminent threat. Snake was just chilling in the shade. As you can see, there's a lot of laughy emojis on that one. But yeah, that's his standpoint on it. No judgment there, no shade there. And then last but not least, this particular person comes in and says that the FedEx driver did a huge service. The snake was too close to the house and posed a lethal threat to the residents. I'm not proposing snakes be killed in the wild, but when they are in our domain, sorry, snake. So that is the comments that came in when I was looking throughout the story in the comment section. And then I also got some live comments coming in during the show. One of them is coming from Donna Balsley. She says, God bless that driver. And then Kareem Marashi actually comes in with a huge explanation. A lot of people liking it as well. He says, yeah, note for me. FedEx driver, who are usually underpaid contractors, could have just delivered and left, warned the family as he tossed the package from a distance, or called the police and hoped that they removed the snake themselves. Instead, he did it upon himself because he could, and that's rare enough to make national news. It used to be so common, it only made neighborhood news. So he has a point right there, man. Thank you guys for coming in with your comments. Let's get to Jazzy Jazz. Let me get her turned up, and so that you guys can see our lovely girl's face. Let's get Jazz in the building. Jazz, how you doing?
Doing?
I am good, girl. How you doing, girl? How you doing?
We're good. Ready for the work week.
Yes. Starting off the right way. Okay, so we were talking about this story, man, about this rattlesnake. Tell me, what would you do if you were that delivery driver?
Yeah, honestly, I would not approach it. 'Cause I know I would probably fool around and get bit or something crazy with that snake. So I would definitely, I'm with you on this one. I'll probably call somebody.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I would be too terrified. And if you guys are looking at your screen, he's just bravely just moving it off the property. I would not be able to do that. I couldn't get nowhere close for it, especially when you got that rattler going, man. That also was very intimidating. So, what do you think about the comments? Some people are like upset that he killed the snake.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, I think he did the right thing because there's an entire family living inside that home. The rattlesnake could have killed the family. So I think it's a situation of just considering people's lives were put in danger, and this person did a good thing and stepped in, and he didn't have to do that. So
Right.
I think he did a good thing, and he was nominated for Employee of the Month too for what he did. So I think he deserved that.
That's awesome. I agree with that sentiment too, and I think a lot of people who are upset about this, maybe they need to just take two seconds to think. Okay, what if that was my family and there was a snake there? My thoughts is that my mom is terrified of snakes, and they're getting older. So last thing that I would need is for someone not to do anything, and then my mom finds it later on, and it causes a whole nother deal. So it could have ended a lot worse, and I'm happy that he did take the extra step in getting rid of it, no matter if he killed it or not. It was in the wrong spot, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. People just need to have a little bit more empathy for the situation, because like you said, if it was their home, they probably would have wanted him to step in.
Exactly.
I mean, when you're in a situation like that, you don't have time to stop and think about the animal's safety. You just need to jump into action because you're trying to prevent something worse from happening.
Exactly.
Prevent it from being put in danger.
Yeah, and you for example, it could have literally left. Like he could have showed up, and then he could have said, "Not my problem." He could have walked away, and then the snake could have went somewhere else and actually bit a kid. So, I'll take this one.
He did the right thing.
Do we have any comments or viewers today?
Yeah, hold on one second. So we have a comment from username Just Me. He said he would kill the snake.
Yeah. I feel like we got a lot of those. And I feel like it's like a lot of dudes, a lot of men just like, I'm taking them out.
Yeah, honestly. And then he also responded to the story on Oliver Anthony and his song Richmond Over Richmond.
Yeah.
I'm happy he said what he said because the problem is both Democrats and Republicans. We all have a problem and everyone needs to come together to make it.
Amen, dude, I love him. What's his name again?
His username is Just Me.
Dude, thank you so much for responding because, again, that was actually, like, I really got a lot of respect for that comment. First of all, thank you for watching. And second of all, thank you for weighing in on that because, again, you have so many people quick to weaponize stuff. And I'm happy that he was able to just come straight out and be like, no, bro, everybody in the wrong here.
Exactly.
Yes.
So thanks so much for commenting, Just Me. We love hearing from you guys.
Sweet. Do we have anything else?
No, that's the only comment for today, but as always, it's super easy to leave a comment. Just head to WSOS.com, click on the Morning Sprint article, and the comment form is right within the article. You can also comment on our Facebook and our YouTube. We love hearing from you guys. We see how excited we get when you all comment. We just want to hear your opinions. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts.
Awesome sauce, Jazz. Thank you so much, girlie.
Of course. Bye.
Have a blessed one. I'm telling you, you got to love Jazz. Like, Jazz is our girl. If I can get the computer to act right. There we go. Jazz is our girl. Thank you so much, Jazz. And again, guys, thank you so much for responding and commenting on this because, again, it's a back and forth engagement. It's not just us. You just can't hear from our loud mouths all the time because we do want to hear from you. Now, before we roll out, we got to get to these headlines, what's happening throughout today. Okay, so coming up in our later newscast, including 10 News at noon, investigators in Jacksonville, Florida, continue to search for answers after what police say was a racially motivated killing spree. Another unfortunate situation there. We'll get to the latest on that. Plus, in an effort to address the school bus issues in Roanoke, school leaders released a new pickup schedule. Some students didn't make it to school until an hour later last week Duke Carter has been working on this all day with the latest on that. And of course, you can go on our website to figure out the pickup schedules and so forth. And then also getting your questions answered about the new body farm in Virginia, where experts are working to develop new ways of solving crimes. We brought you a series of stories last month, and now we have a team of experts answering your questions. Our very own Jenna Zipton will be live this afternoon at 3 p.m. There will be a live feed going out, so if you have any questions that you would like to have answered about the body farm, please jump on that live feed and get your answer or get your question answered in real time. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our Monday edition of the Morning Sprint. We thoroughly enjoy all of your comments and everything you had to say back and forth with us. Tomorrow, we're going to do it again. 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the Morning Sprint. Do not forget about us. We're on WSLS.com.